The only new idea John's come up with in this campaign is a very, very bad idea. The one he announced to spend $300 billion of your money to continue to bail out the banks and the people who took the risk. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's fair to say, obviously I'm prejudiced, but I think it's fair to say that the McCain campaign continues to lurch from one position to another, trying to convince the American public that somehow they're capable of dealing with this problem. In the months, even the days, even the hours before John has gone from first he was going to cut consumer protections for banks, which he did for 8 years. And then all of a sudden he realized there was greed on Wall Street. It just it came to him in a dream. I don't know. All of a sudden there was greed, and he was going to be the guy who was going to go up and take care of, I'm not sure it's his exact phrase, but something like the merchants of greed. And then John went from that point to ignoring lenders and banks, to now, with his new idea, actually rewarding them beyond their own wildest expectations. So, ladies and gentlemen, the latest proposal is not only bad for the American taxpayer, it's bad for homeowners, and it's really bad for this economy. $300 billion is a lot of money in the neighborhoods I was raised in. And ladies and gentlemen, it can be used for a lot better purposes, like helping rebuild the middle class in order to strengthen the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot, let me say this clearly. Barack Obama and I understand there is no way to rebuild this economy without rebuilding the middle class. When the middle class, literally, when the middle class is growing, the rich do very well. Thank you. And the poor do a lot better, fortunately. But folks, when the middle class continues to shrink, everybody is hurt. So ladies and gentlemen, here's what Barack and I are going to do. We're going to make it easier for middle-class people to keep their homes. We're going to change the bankruptcy laws in America so that a judge, if God forbid you go into bankruptcy, a judge is able to reduce not only the interest rate you're paying, but literally reduce the amount of money you owe to the bank. So the bank does better and you can stay in your home. Ladies and gentlemen, you've had a bite out of it here because Claire McCaskill has fought like the devil, and before that, and here's the deal. You've seen pensions wiped out. You've seen pensions like friends of mine who flew for United and other airlines. You've seen all of a sudden they wake up one morning and their pension is wiped out, completely gone. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do. Every single solitary board of directors, every single solitary management team that decides they're going to, they use the word reorganize, declare bankruptcy, allowing them to wipe out the pensions of their workers, and then reorganize and get big golden parachutes to reorganize the company. We're going to change the bankruptcy laws. You cannot declare bankruptcy unless the first people in are the executives and their retirement, their golden parachutes, their stock options, them. Because I promise you, they'll think a little differently about it when they got to be in first.